What's up, everybody out there? Thank you so much for clicking the thumbnail over here at People Love You. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's talk. You guys are making me tired, very tired, but we have to talk about this. So we have Soul Man, Babyface, and R&B diva Anita Baker. And some people want to speculate that there was probably a rift-tiff between the two of them. Whether that's true or not, it is what it is. We're going to lay that to rest. But there are some things that have happened or some things that have been said, especially when it comes to my R&B diva, Anita Baker. And I'm here to tell you, you guys need to slow your roll just a little bit when it comes to Anita Baker. Because, see, I'm all about Anita Baker, okay? And I'm going to share some light with you about some things. And then you'll understand that Anita Baker is far from being a diva. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, see, this here is not temper tantrum moves. If you really and truly think about it when it comes to Anita Baker, this is about the fact of the matter is that Anita Baker has worked really hard to do what she's doing and become the legendary diva she has become, to the point where, listen here, I don't have time for whatever foolishness is going on, but at the end of the day, when it's time for me to perform and do my show, I am going to do my show. That's, to me, that's what it sounds like. Okay, so let me paint a picture of you. Let me paint a picture for you if you don't understand the dynamics that is Anita Baker. Number one, Anita Baker, okay, for all of you out there who are artists, who are the artists, let's just say, well, you having difficulties with your record company and you are new artists. Well, Anita Baker has been there and done that, because when she came out with her first album, her very first album, her solo project, okay, the record company, and I got to put this down here, allegedly tried to dupe her. That's number one. And I'm going to paint this picture so you can go and say, wait a minute, Anita Baker just knows the what's up. So they tried to dupe her. Didn't want to hand over the money, allegedly. So you know what Anita Baker did? Anita Baker said, all right, deuces, I'm out the door. But you know what Anita Baker also did? Anita Baker went toe-to-toe with that record company as well, Beverly Glen Records. She definitely did. And not only was she released from that contract as a solo artist, her first contract, she was not only released from it, but she also got paid. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Her first record, she went toe-to-toe with the record company. That's number one. Number two, when she was signed with Elektra Records, ladies and gentlemen. And when she got to the point in her career, when she got to the point of recording that album, allegedly, Anita Baker ran out of money to record the Rapture record. She did. So much so to the point, because it was her first time executive producing a record, so she really didn't understand the ins and the outs of how, you were supposed to manage the money for executive producing that record. Guess what she did? She went into her own pocket to finish the record. She even told the record company who she was going to work with at a time in her career where they was like saying, well, we don't know anything about this Michael J. Power guy. Like, we're going to let him produce the whole record. Anita Baker like, yes, that's what I want. Anita Baker understood packaging. She knew how she wanted to be packaged and how she wanted to be presented into the public. She knew how she wanted to sound, so on and so forth. She was not playing at all. So you can call it diva moves if you want to, but to me, what I'm basically saying is she took control of her career from the very beginning of all of this. And as a result of that, it became a multi-platinum album, an album in which all of you guys want to go out and listen to her sing over and over and over again. Yes, that Anita Baker. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anita Baker went toe-to-toe with that same record company that she was signed to when she told them, listen here, you guys, I don't have time for this foolishness. That Anita Baker. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Elektra Records, the one who she got signed to, who then ended up owning the rights to her first solo album, repackaged that first solo album. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? And you want to call her diva? Anita Baker is the diva. Let me tell you who she is. Anita Baker is the diva that at the end of the day, she don't mind taking the hits, because you know what? She knows that at the end of the day, she's going to take them, and she's okay with that. Give you a prime example. Yes, if the tech guy or the light guy, they're not, the lighting is not right, and the sound is not right, Anita Baker understands one thing for sure. She was like, wait a minute, I would cut my show in the middle of the show and say, hey, the sound is not right, the light is not right, so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, you know what? You guys are going to fault her. You're not going to say the light guy is not doing a good job or the sound guy did not do a good job. You're going to say, who did Anita Baker hire to do the lighting, and who's the guy that Anita Baker hired to do, you know, the sound check, because that was awful. Do you not understand what I'm saying to you? So yes, if you want to call her a diva, by all means, call her a diva, call her a diva, call her a diva again and again. I don't mind, because you know what? I love my R&B divas. And when they're right, and they're wrong, they're wrong. But don't get to it, because I'm going to talk about another R&B diva who is my favorite R&B diva. And I'm talking about Stephanie Mills, and that those shenanigans she was trying to play with Anita Baker. Oh, I got a word for Miss Stephanie Mills, and I don't care if she cares about what I have to say or not, because what I say in love. Y'all know I like Stephanie Mills over here, but she was also wrong for the comment that she made. But let's continue. But Anita Baker is that same diva at the end of the day, that once she became an artist and she became an established artist, yeah, that might be true. She and Michael J. Powell probably also went toe-to-toe allegedly. And she also told him, listen, I know how I want to sound. I know how this song, I want this song to sound. And at the end of the day, if you can't do it, I will find somebody else to do it, allegedly. So that's Anita Baker. Anita Baker, yeah, you can say what she want to say about her and the dealings that she had with Luther Vandross and back and forth and so on and so forth. But whatever the case is that Luther Vandross had to allegedly do something to Anita Baker to tick her off. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's a lady who she don't play. So I'm here to tell you, whatever happened between her and Babyface, or whatever occurred with Babyface, at the end of the day, I can see Anita Baker saying, listen here, son, you done went over your time. That was your time. That's not my time. That's your time. Listen, we're not going to continue to show. That was your time. And I'm sorry you're not getting it back. It's my time to be out here on the show. That's what we're going to do. I don't know what to tell you. Anita Baker is also that lady. I want y'all to understand that Anita Baker is also that lady. At the end of the day, she went toe-to-toe with her own lawyers. You guys don't understand this. She's the same diva that went toe-to-toe with her lawyers. And she said to them, y'all want to make money off me for the rest of my life. You're not going to do that with me. That Anita Baker is the one who did that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? The same Anita Baker went toe-to-toe with the record company, Electra Records, at the end of the day. Said, listen here, give me my masters, baby. Give them to me. I don't have time for this foolishness with you guys. Anita Baker is also that lady that went toe-to-toe with her husband. Do you guys, have y'all forgotten that episode? With her going back and forth with her husband, Walter, allegedly, when Walter was trying to put her in jail and send her to court because he was like, pay me my money. Anita Baker was like, I'm not giving you a red cent, is what she did. The record companies are supposed to pay you, not me. You get it from the record companies. You're not getting it from me. And yes, you know what? Keep trying to send me to jail and make me make it look like that. You know what? Put out bench warrants for me and all that stuff. All you want to. It is what it is. You're not getting the money, Walter. Not from me. So I don't understand why everybody want to make this a diva move on Anita Baker's part. Now, I'm not saying that Anita Baker is not a diva, you know, and she have not had any diva moments in her life. That's not what I'm saying. But Anita Baker is also a lady who's saying, listen here, this is my territory. This is my lane. And I've worked really hard for what I've done, you know, and my show must go on. I don't know what to tell you, Babyface. Whatever the issue was, and it could have been an Anita Baker issue. It could have been a technical issue. It could have been a whole lot of issues going on when it comes to this particular show. It is what it is. And I can see Anita Baker saying, nope. And if I'm not mistaken, I still don't understand. Didn't they have a riff tiff once before? Somebody didn't pay someone allegedly or so on and so forth. And I thought Babyface was going back down that road with Anita Baker. I'm saying, like, didn't y'all have some issues, something about her album that maybe he didn't pay her or she didn't pay him, or there was a show that he didn't get paid on or something like that? And I'm shocked to see that he's still performing with her. Now, that would be the thing that I'm trying to figure out is what's going on between the two of them. Because there's something, because you remember, you know, with the Luther Vandross, the song, If This World Were Mine. No, not If This World Were Mine. It's the song I Who Have Nothing with Martha Wash. That was allegedly a duet song between Luther Vandross and Anita Baker, and she stood him up. She didn't come to the recording studio to sing it with him. And maybe bygones was not bygones, you know, the things that they had going on between the two of them. So she left him high and dry once again. So I'm wondering, what is it that you have done? Is she a diva? Who cares at this moment in time? But now here's the issue. Now, if there's somebody that has to be a little bit upset about it, it probably would be Babyface's fans. Because I would like to think that if it is a tour or a show between Babyface with Babyface and Anita Baker, there are some people who are genuinely coming to see Babyface, and they're probably only coming to see Babyface. It is what it is. He has his fan base. So those people out there who are probably the ones who don't understand Anita Baker, but now for all of us diehard Anita Baker fans, we understand what's up right now. We're not shocked about what happened with this Anita Baker, and those who came to see Anita Baker probably sit back and be like, oh, okay. Well, Anita here, we singing, we happy. Some of us probably in the background kind of whispering what's going on, but I'm pretty sure there was a crowd of people who enjoyed the show, but were probably like taken aback, like, what's going on? Babyface was supposed to be here. And she comes out and there's no Babyface. If they waited 2 hours. Now let's get on this R&B diva Stephanie Mills. See, like, you know what? I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up. As it relates to Stephanie Mills now. I think it was the Breakfast Club. It wasn't this one about her and Diana Ross and the comments she made about Beyonce and so on and so forth. It wasn't that. It was another Breakfast Club clip. And I think she was talking to someone. Was it Charlamagne? There's a clip where she's talking about what she can learn from other R&B divas, and it sounds like what she can learn from them vocally. And they got to Anita Baker, and she shut down. Like, she went like, Anita Baker can't teach me anything. As almost if she was trying to say, Anita Baker cannot teach me anything vocally. Yeah, go back and watch that clip. I wish I could find it, and I'll post it down here, but that's besides the point. And I'm trying to figure out, why would she make a comment like that? I'm talking about Stephanie Mills. I'm very shocked about it because, you know, Stephanie Mills has shown up to a lot of Anita Baker shows. She has, and Anita Baker has showed up to, you know, some of Stephanie Mills shows. So to me, it's almost like you diss the sister who you interact with. And then you're talking about who you are from a legendary standpoint. And how these legends should, you know, let me see what she allegedly has been quoted as saying that I found to be very problematic to me. So according to her comment, we have got to be better than this. I am saddened by the fact that you have to make this statement, I guess, regarding Babyface. One would think as older artists who are considered iconic and or legendary, we would treat each other with respect and dignity. Let's not go down that road. Let's not go down that road. Let's not go down that road. Because when we make comments like that, there's a tendency for other people to come out the bag and start saying like, wait a minute, I remember you was disrespectful towards this artist, and I remember you was disrespectful towards that artist, and so on and so forth. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, for a comment like that to come from a legendary artist such as Stephanie Mills, I think that Stephanie Mills should have stayed in her place. I really do, especially like you're not, without being told, wait a minute, hold up, Miss Mills. Seriously. I don't get this. It's the same comment that was made by Shaka Khan when Shaka Khan was saying things about these other legendary R&B divas. And now here we have Stephanie Mills saying this about another legendary R&B divas who has worked her butt off, her behind off. I'm talking about Anita Baker. Has worked her behind off. And what I'm feeling like at the end of the day, what has happened is it's like, hey, my show has to go on. I don't know what to tell you. They came to see me. I'm not canceling a show. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't matter. I'm asking you, like, you're not going to go over my set. It's just not going to happen. And does it happen? It happens a lot. It happens often. And I ain't trying to be funny. I know a lot of people are going to go, "Ooh, my gosh, did he just really say this?" And then she's going to make the comment. I'm talking about Stephanie Mills to Babyface. Oh, well, you can come and tour with me. Babyface ain't concerned about touring with you. I'm sorry, Stephanie Mills, but I just really and truly don't see that. And that's not being disrespectful. I'm just saying these two artists, as along with Stephanie Mills, they can tour themselves. They don't have to go out on tour with each other like that and suffer being a headliner for someone's show. I mean, not a headliner, but an opening act for someone's show. We're talking about headliners here at this moment in time. For whatever reason, the two of them decided to get together and do a show. At the end of the day, Anita Baker doesn't need Babyface. Babyface doesn't need Anita Baker. And Stephanie Mills, you're touring on your own, for the most part. So for you to even make that comment almost make me sound like you're being very shady and disrespectful towards Anita Baker. You see what I'm saying? And you are probably the same kind of diva, like, wait a minute, hold on for a minute. See, everybody has this in them. And that's the part that I really and truly don't like about all of this. I don't. No, if Babyface is making a statement, Babyface is making a statement not to Anita Baker's fan, not to Stephanie Mills fans, not to anyone. Babyface is making a statement to his fan base. They need to know, why did you not perform? He said it. It is what it is. I'm not going to look for a comment from Anita Baker, because for a fan such as myself of Anita Baker's music, I understand what the what's up. She said, whoa, hold on for a minute. You're about to cross the line. It's my show. It's my set. This is what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. Nope, nada, zilch, zippo, whatever she said. No. And it's what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's what it is. Treat each other how? What did she do? Allegedly, to him. And even if she did, at the end of the day, Babyface is a grown man. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. And there's a whole lot of and I have a lot of sense to give. It's just that I'm going to wrap it up right here and just say I'm all for Anita Baker. And as far as I'm concerned, Babyface is only making a comment towards his particular fan base. Stephanie Mills, you shouldn't even uttered a word to me. And I'm very shocked and surprised that you did. In the comment that you made, talking about how, you're disappointed in how people are acting, so on and so forth. Like, at this moment in time, your opinion, as much as I value your opinion and the things you have had to say in your career and so on and so forth, and maybe what you have had in place, how you have supported, Shaka Khan, doing that, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And then for you to make that comment to Babyface, it's almost kind of like, to me, Stephanie Mills, you're clout chasing. That's what it sounds like to me. You're clout chasing. I'm done. Don't forget over here, Patti LaBelle, we believe in putting you behind where your heart desires to be. And not only that, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says, baby, I love you, but God loves you best. I love y'all out there in your foolishness. I hope you're loving yourselves. And on that note, I'm also looking forward to seeing you next video. And until then, you know what to do out there. You guys take care of yourselves. All right.